This video is in regards to completing the port scanner project on the information security track for Freecodecamp. It's difficult in the sense that you can't find uh, uh, very many solutions in video form on YouTube, and also you won't get a lot of tips since Freecodecamp wants you to basically figure this out on your own and complete it. There are a few um, Replit um, projects where it will pass. So I included um, down in the description basically projects that will pass it. Um, you'll need a Replit account to get started, so they'll give you the starter code and then some tips on how to pass. So it needs to have the port that's open and also the service. And if we go over to Replit, here you can see common ports. This will automatically come with it. And you can add on to this. So if you want to add, say 3389 and then the service, or add, common ports for, say, a Minecraft server, you can add that here and basically, fork working code. Here, the port scanner.py. Some people were having issues with nmap. The code that I forked, it had an nmap error, so I took that out. And you can just do it with importing socket. Here, importing RE is just regular expressions. Make sure you also import common underscore ports so they can interpret that. And this py figlet, that's just so that when you run it, it looks cool when it says port scanner at the beginning. But yeah, so here you can see the target, so that can be a URL or IP address. You control the port range, and then if it's for verbose or not. Port range is 1 plus 1, so it cycles through. This will check and see if the URL is valid. And down here, this is just built in, so socket.getHost by address, so it's looking for the IP address. It'll give you an error if it's not a valid IP address. And so all of this is just already built in when you import the socket library. Here, the return string, for port and service so that it can pass. And then regular expressions down here to determine if the target is a valid URL or valid IP address. Your main.py, where you import the port scanner and then it does the unit test to make sure that it passed correctly. So all of this comes automatically. You can replace this with a URL or IP address of your own that you want to scan, but you have to be careful with that. This, of course, will be the range of ports that it scans, and this is if that's going to be verbose or not, and tell you information about the port that is open. So that's how this uh, particular application runs and how it'll scan. So when you run it here, you can see I had it say port scanner at the beginning, and you control this IP range. So you could say 80 to 85 or 81 to 85. If you give it too large of a range, it'll take a long time for it to do the scan, so just keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind that the different IP addresses and URLs that they give you to scan, so you're allowed to scan those, because you can get in trouble for scanning networks that you shouldn't have, that you shouldn't be taking a look at. But here over in the terminal, you can see port 80, and then of course the service HTTP, and it'll just cycle through everything in this main.py. Um, Grabbing this, so you can copy this and plug it in to pass this project. So I mainly made this video because it seemed like There wasn't a lot of good tutorials on YouTube how to pass it. Some people thought you had to use Nmap to pass it, which is not accurate. But using, a working, application from Replit, you can pass it and then even fork it like I did to add, little things or clean some things up here and there. All right, thanks.